Yo, boy.
Once again, it's on. What's up, baby?
Yeah, we back in the lab. Let's shout out the sponsors. Then we get right at it. Shout out to Yoha. Shout out to Yoha Helping Hands. Shout out to Flex Fitness. Shout out to that Wash Bar. And shout out to Self Preparatory Academy. We got a lot going on in the background, y'all. Yeah, man. What we doing, bro?
You already know. I shoot my sons out on the mural to my left. You know, that way for the viewers that's out there as well as ourselves, we can pray for my sons that's in the grave. And also my nephew. That's greatly appreciated. All right, to my left, I got my son, Gerald Stewart, who died in Philadelphia from gun violence at the age of 23. Right next to him, I got my nephew, Omar Vasquez, who passed away in Philadelphia from a car accident. And right next to him, I got my son, Mortman Jenkins, who died in Philadelphia from gun violence at the age of 18. And right next to him, I got my son, Montrell Stewart, who died in Philadelphia from gun violence at the age of 26. Consequences, bro. What we talking about?
Yeah. That was a hectic few years there.
Yeah.
Where you at right now, bro?
With my mindset with it?
Yeah.
Just, keeping the women and the family tight. Everybody's still grieving. The grievance is never over. Just trying to stay focused on, what I got going on in regards to building a legacy for my other children. I got other sons.
Right.
And I'm still blessed to have, you know what I mean? Now 8 more sons, you know what I'm saying? So I got to stay focused. Right. Make sure this ain't a history repeating itself over and over again.
Right. Yeah, that's smooth. Definitely important. You know what I mean? I see, you'll see people give up. And, me, I never, like, that's a trauma I hope I never experience, and I can never tell nobody how to react.
Right.
But, when you got other children, you got to find that strength somewhere.
You better know.
You know what I mean? Because they going to still need you. You know what I'm saying? They're going to still need you to show up for them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They're going to understand that their sibling is gone, but they're not going to understand why my parent isn't there for me. You know what I mean? And that could create a whole nother trauma. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, plus I'm clear on the stages of my life where, certain events happened the way it happened, how I was carrying it and all that. My sons, really trying to mimic me, you know what I mean? And falling short doing that. And now the rebuild stage of what I'm doing with my other sons is totally different. You know what I mean? Realizing now that a lot of the things that we, came upon was just, earlier teachings, that they wasn't even about nothing.
Right.
Shit wasn't even about nothing. You know what I mean? And ultimately, a lot of us fell short, not just my sons, a lot of folks' sons out there, and a lot of folks ain't make it because of these pure, quote unquote, pure teachings.
Yeah. Damn.
It's definitely giving it to them how they gave it to me. You feel me? So.
Yeah.
I'm clear.
Man, that was heavy when you said pure teachings. I remember that's how we used to deliver it. Like pure like, yeah, I'm giving you the game. All the time we giving them madness.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
That's crazy.
But when you clear on one way, I remember growing up, like from, first time I went inside, I was 11. I remember I was down at Youth Study Center. And that's crazy because the interview that we was talking earlier, and we was hearing the brother talk about how he was helping the young boys, separate themselves and not take each other snacks and all that. Where we come from, like, locked into the moment, that took me to a whole nother level. Carrying it from, one station to the next, going inside the Youth Study Center, sitting down there for about 60 to 90 days, getting released, coming back out in the streets, revolving door. My mentality is just, I'm far gone. I ain't thinking about doing nothing other than what I've been doing to get there and just doing it in a thorough way. You feel me? So that's just part of the teachings, you know what I mean? You know, keeping your mouth shut, all that.
You know, while you was talking, though, you know, it made me think about something. It made me ask myself, why do we glamorize? Because honestly, when you was talking about the youth study center, I got to be totally transparent. I got kind of excited a little bit, right? And for some people, it was a nightmare. For me, it was just playground. You know what I'm saying? And it made me think about, why do we glamorize like that? And it made me say to myself, it made me ask myself that question. And why did I feel that feeling? And the answer, all within, you know, just thinking about while you were talking, I came and I realized that's where I found out who I was. Like how far I was willing to go to be a young man. Because, you know, you come up, you don't know, you know, it's easy to say what you do and how far you want to go until you test it. Then you got to really show who you are. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, when you ain't no mom around, ain't no dad around, you got these strangers that's supposed to have your back, but they really want to see if you can fight. You really their entertainment. The people that's supposed to be watching your back, making sure you don't get hurt in that joint. So you really all alone. So you know, you 12, you 11, 12, 13 on the floor with 11, 12, 13, 14, 15-year-olds, and you holding your own. And it make you feel like, yeah, I got this shit.
I'm a man.
I'm a man.
I'm a man now.
You get what I'm saying?
Ain't no doubt.
Then you go to the penitentiary. You go to State Road, then the penitentiary, and you carrying it the same way. And it's crazy that we got tricked into that whole thing. You know what I'm saying? But that's where I found out like who Bus was. You know what I'm saying? Cause I could hide around the homies, the cousin, the brother, you know what I mean, the mom, the neighbor. When you go in them places,
you
gotta be who you are.
Who you say you is, exactly. Oh man, we got somebody special on your main platform today. I'm a little bit charged. I can't wait to hear him talk his talk.
Yeah.
Question. You know what I mean? You know, for the viewers, we're gonna let him introduce himself. You know what I mean? A lot of you guys probably already know who he is. Let's get it, bro.
Hey, yo, this King Earner live and direct. Honored to be here. You know, table of consequences. Long overdue, long overdue. But I like what y'all doing, man. I said, damn, I was talking to Bus the other day, and I was like, man, I got to get up there ASAP. Said, when? ASAP, tomorrow I'll be there.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
With my honor intact. But it just touched me, the beginning of it, like, out of y'all podcast is different from everybody else's podcast. The reason why it's not promoting nothing negative. So when you start off like that, it's like, usually I kind of can control podcasts. I come on a joint, yeah, King Earner a lot, yeah, we kiss her. But just the introduction of it, and you mentioning your sons and your nephew, it kind of touched me because it's like, damn, the city is still in the uproar, but it been in the uproar. You know what I mean? It's just like, I think social media has become a place where individuals can see it more now.
Right.
But before, you were just coming out your house, minding your business, going to work. Now you in everybody's business because
you just click.
The social media is right there. And I was watching a movie called Zero the other day with Robert De Niro. And it was showing me how like the internet had to kind of like destroyed their whole, like America was just in trouble. But it was like, some of these movies, they actually show you what's going to happen. But I feel like it's already happened because everybody's phones went blank and it said, this will happen again. And this is a repeated thing. So when I heard that, man, my heart go out to you, bro. May Allah continue to strengthen you and keep you in the mindset you are, because for both of y'all to be doing this, coming far. And Moo was saying what he was saying earlier, and you said, he said, you coming along. He said, you coming along. It's really it's hard for me, man. Changing. So many times where I change and something turns me back on. And what a lot of brothers don't know is it's a weakness. You know, our flesh is weak. We tend to, you know, feel good about those negative things because we didn't really have no understanding of nothing positive. So the youngins is like feeding off of what we used to do. Mm-hmm. All the young boys. The positive stuff I do, when I hear it, like everybody just come home from prison, all my homies, they all be like, yo, in the jail, they loving you, right? I be like, that's cool. He be like, no, they like, the youngest be on a positive mindset though. He said, they don't be on nothing, you know, negative. They be like, no, Erna be saying that. But my thing be like, I know where it comes from, the root of it. And the root of it, what it come from, is something that shouldn't even be a part of our culture. And that's the whole rat thing. How did that become a part of our culture after they had their foot on our necks for so many years? Mm-hmm. And we was free. You would think not even the street part of it, we would have some understanding of betrayal. Mm-hmm. And people wouldn't betray one another. Like, all right, you know, back in the day, that's how it was. You know, back in the day, if your child got in trouble, the grandmother or the mother, she went and knocked on the door. She didn't go and run to the police. Mm-hmm. And she was a civilian. Right. So when they put the two to the side and they say the street civilian, it's a civilian and it's a real act, I say it's a community of people that need to stick together. Anybody, I don't care who it is, if you're betraying your neighbor, you're betraying yourself. This isn't God, every God-fearing religion. Right. Your neighbor's supposed to be like your best, the closest person. You're supposed to treat them kind. They're supposed to treat you kind. Right. But we don't have that. You know what I'm saying? We got more disrespect, more I don't care, I'm gonna throw trash on that side. It's snowing outside, we ain't gonna share the parking spot. So with me, it'd be like I trigger off of things. Something could happen in my environment, my atmosphere, and it'd be like, damn, I'm supposed to be into that. So as I get older, get more mature, it get like, man, that's corny. That's played out. Hold on for a second. Why I feel like that? Why I want to be a part of that? Holy, that's weird. Right. But I'm talking about myself. The same weird stuff I used to do. Right. So I don't ridicule the youngest, but it just touched me what you were saying, and maybe we can get the youngest to really get some understanding, and brothers like this can really give y'all, you could give them the clarity, like, this was me, this was mine, go this direction. I know they hard-headed, but when will they stop, man? You know what I mean?
Yeah, me, I think this is the start of a revolution. So now it's like, you know, when I always think about like how I got, you know what I mean, activated, when I used to come out my front, you know, when I used to come on my front porch, come off the steps, I used to walk down to the corner of the block. The guys that had that charisma and that spunk about them in the neighborhood, the ones who, you know, you can look up to and see. Well, you can look up and see, not look up to, but look up and see that they showing levels of success.
Right.
They look clean. They got the Cadillac sitting up on you know what I mean? The hydraulics.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And it makes you more intrigued on, damn, what they got going on.
Exactly.
And at the end of the day, I wound up mimicking, putting my own twist to it of somebody that might be saying, damn, you know, they ain't telling me to keep it moving because I'm a youngin'.
Right.
But I'm taking a liking to what they got going on because in the household, Pop, a Rolling Stone, he going through it with Mom. He ain't really around. I'm looking for some type of guidance from some type of older joke on
something,
and it's coming from the form of the cats that's on the street. And even before that, if you think about it, even way back when, you know, the guys that got glorified from our ethnic background was the Black Panthers. They was all rebellious bulls.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? They was real rebellious bulls. Mm-hmm. So we had to take, so now when I say this is the start of a revolution, when you think about it like now, the youngest that's younger than the youngest that's probably shooting them up bang bang, I'm talking about from 10 years old under.
Right.
When they see positivity coming from older men like us, they could take it like into a whole different direction in the dynamics of how Black people supposed to move out here.
Right.
Versus than what we was taught. We was taught
yeah,
my hood heads was outside.
Yeah, all way.
All the way outside. I had to take a liking to something.
Right. You know what's crazy? My man, How long we been friends, Ernie?
Since fucking middle school. I'm talking about like we was pups. We was coming to school snotty noses, you know, acting up in the class. We've been friends, man, forever, man. I'm talking about Wagner. We talking Wagner Middle School. We talking 5th grade.
Yeah, we talking Wagner,
man,
right?
We talking Wagner.
Then when I came home, you took me up under your wing back away.
Not really, but it was an honor because we both was able to wash each other's hands.
No. But what it was, I ain't really know what was going on when I came home.
Right.
So you was really hipping me to know how to, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly,
what was what? You know
no
what I'm
doubt.
saying? You know, in the form of chasing a dollar. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, no question.
But I say all that to say, it's crazy how like a motherfucker call me and be like, damn, man, you see what Erna put up? Man, you better tell him be careful. You know what I'm saying? You put that shit up about the bull and but nobody ever called me about the Honor Your Life campaign.
Kittens, man.
Nobody ever called me when you was doing the Honor Your Life campaign.
Scary Sherry.
Nobody ever called me when you was talking to the kids.
Oh, no.
And when you had the thing over 10th and Olney and all that.
Exactly.
But they call you in with the negativity.
But and you know what's crazy? Because in the beginning, I would get it too. See, I didn't know I was going viral.
Right.
I wasn't doing it for that. I was just doing it to vent. You know, a lot of us, a rule was we come home, none of this would be what we do.
Right.
No social, because how our mindsets was, it was like negative. How we carried it,
right.
We can't be on none of that. So you be in a joint, man, I wish I would get on that joint when I come home. That ain't my thing. What? Please. I got caught up in the halfway house in the bathroom. Boy tell me it's, he say, whisper through the door, Ernie, they got a John where you can go on Facebook, man. You can find all the old people you grew up with. And I'm like, get out of here, man. Right. It's Facebook. I go in there and I got the vibing. I got to typing in names from kindergarten. God damn, I wonder what's up with her. What's up with him?
I'm trying to get caught back up.
Yeah, I'm bitten. And I began to, when they said, write something here, it was like talking to me.
Right.
Because I was going through things. I wound up going right back to jail. So it was like I had things going on. I lost my whole family, my immediate family, when I was in the can. You know what I'm saying? So it was like I needed to talk. I needed to vent. And I would write things, and before you know it, it became a thing where I was like hooked to it. You know what I'm saying? I was hooked to expressing myself in a positive way, but I still had a lot of negative to me. You know what I'm saying? I was scratching the surface, but it's hard. But people would call me too. They'd be like, yo, I just seen that John, so-and-so said this. They'd be like, oh, all right, what's up? Because it's like, I'm not on that joint styling.
Right.
Something that I live. Nothing I got to brag off of neither.
Right.
I'm going to brag and say that I walked up to this Reels ad and said this, or this chills up and checked them. I don't got to do that.
Right.
I took a storyline of 3 individuals that were horribly in the streets like I was at a time. And one of them done so much that it caused for me to speak on that, because it's exactly what goes on in the streets. I'll put a Reels ad. What'd he do? Killed his best friend, right? Killed a bunch of people, turned around, became a Reels ad. So when I took that to Camelot School, they said, I gave them the workshop. I didn't know how to write the proposals or none of that. My man taught me that, made me a deck. I went in there, I gave them the Honor Your Life campaign, and there was a lady by the name of Miss Jessica Hasbin. Her husband came to one of my speakers at the playground and was like, yo, put you on my wife, man. Let me have all access to his wife, no crumb stuff. Yo, here go my wife, man. Get with her, she gonna line you up with it. I went down North Philly, and the kids loved me. They loved me because when I came in the classroom, I told the staff to step out the room because I didn't want them. Some of them in there was beating the kids up and all that. Like, they too tough for me.
Right.
So I don't want to get into nothing with this. I'm supposed to be helping out here. So what I started doing was giving them workshops every week. Nerds versus gangsters, stay away from suicide. But the Alpo and the Rich Porter and the AZ, John, was the whole layout. And they grabbed so much. When COVID hit, they budget switch. I didn't have a problem with staying, but school just stopped because I came in not getting paid. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But when they budget stopped, she allowed me to know. She said, won't you go ahead to go to YouTube and do the same thing that you do in here on there? She said, I bet you it'll take. And I was like, she said, you can make money. I said, all right, I'll go there and do it. But so I'm walking the streets, everybody, yo, what's up, boy? You the boy that be talking some real stuff, man. I'm like, what the fuck are they talking about? Go home looking like, oh, that's what they talking about. I stepped on it. It all was meant to be positive until I allowed a lot of New Yorkers to help me water my platform down some. Wow. I snatched the major real zats in New York honor, the major ones. And they don't know that I was already snatching Philadelphia people honor. It's just that they names wasn't big enough for the algorithm for it to catch. Right. So you go and you see a real Zat name that I might snatch from Philadelphia, I might have 300 views on there. Right. But if I put the Nicky Barnes, the real Zat, ones, you dig what I'm saying? That's what I was on. But when you're on a mission and you're on a journey, you can't allow your haters to control you. Right. And I allow my haters to control me with my pride. We talking about, I won't snatch a Philadelphian honor. I'm going to go ballistic, right? I go ballistic, but because I follow what somebody else's plan was, when my plan wasn't for attention, it was for the youngins to get understanding why you in the streets. I was doing this before anybody else was doing it. This is how I felt. But I had the mixture in me, but it was like, I know what was powerful and what wasn't. When the honor snatcher came, it turned me on more. Ooh, I'm Pilsay and these real Zats back. Every last one of them, because I was raised like that, but I was raised also to mind my business though. I was raised to mind your business. But me, I always didn't have a problem if it was a real Zat, stepping in it for a friend. What do you do? He told on you? No, man. You know, sometimes people be quiet. Leave it alone or whatever the case. No, I'm not leaving it alone. Yeah, right. You see what I'm saying? So it took me to really dig once I started charging people for it. Like, let me see, because this is weird a little bit. Popping in with somebody paperwork, but they told on you or your friend, and you got the platform too. Like, you got platform is a platform. Numbers don't mean nothing. Right. Numbers ain't nothing on a platform, bro. It's not. It's all a part of the algorithm. So whatever you gotta say it. What are you afraid of? Don't try to get me to do it. But I was enticed by it at one time. So what I started doing was charging them. Someone was paying, it was during COVID though. When that bread got limited, now I'm just mad. Like, what's up with y'all? You don't want to say nothing about it? You don't want that rat to know how you feel? No, I'm just saying, man, you know how it is. I never felt like that. If it was a real Zat, I don't care if my case was wide open. You putting that real Zat out, I'm gonna put him out first. That's how it feel. What could they do? Rearrest you? Okay, it's a part of what you involved in. You know what I mean? But so many people live off of fear. And we grew up fighting. Win, lose, or draw. We got to get out there and mix. I remember I ran back to the house one time. My grandmother said, if you don't get back out there.
It'll never happen again.
She said, if you don't get back out there and fight. And I went out there and I would lose for a couple days. Then I got to winning. Then I got understanding the strength. And it was just like, I don't have a problem with fighting back. I had dudes that I have lost to in the street. They'd be like, we don't want to fight him no more. But they was older than me, bigger guys. But 3-4 days in, I'm still fighting and I want to see you. It's like, I don't even want to keep doing my energy. My muscles hurt. This boy, he's coming in. Now he's getting over a little bit. Oh, I just wanted my lick back, man. That's all. I ain't one of them guys that's looking to really hurt people if you ain't really ready to hurt me. I'm more of a defense, but that's how it is, man. Like, these guys are more entertainers. Right. And I didn't come with that. I came to put honor in the correct place. What we thought was honor. I still got a lot of love the way John Gotti walked around and all that, but that's not honor. See what I'm saying? The street life not honor. But everybody missed the message. Right. More into somebody getting their honor snatched, they was entertained.
Yeah, well, you know the origin of social media is another entertainment button. It's
Yeah.
a new television.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what they, you know what I mean, intrigued by.
Yeah.
The messy part.
The
The
messy,
messiness.
bro. Messy.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie to you, had him in an uproar when you was doing the celebrity boxing joint.
Oh my goodness, you was in my corner 100,000%. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. That's when I start becoming and learn to respect boxers.
Right.
I learned to respect boxers then. You saw me.
Whatever happened to him?
Who that?
Alvo's son.
Oh, the real Zat ran off.
Yeah,
You remember it was going too much. He's seeing it. We showing too much.
Yeah, like
he took the check and ran off. You know what I mean?
Like he low.
Then they try to put me in a ring with another kitten, Will Zeitball, Wizard man or something. We don't give him no real promotion.
Right.
But this kid's is in a he's in a ring, bro. Every day getting punished. I'm talking about beat to death. They like, yeah, we giving you another check because they was paying up front. Shout out to BLK Prime. I can't take nothing from them.
Right.
They paid twice up front with their honor intact.
Right.
And more than what I see these guys fighting for online for. I laugh at it. Like, when a dude called me out, it's like, man, they got to have at least 60 or 70 for me to come forth.
Right.
Why would I do that? And I never had a fight.
Right.
And got that type of bread.
I
never had a fight. But that go along with honor and blessings and all that, so it ain't nothing too slick. But when they try to put him up against me, I peeped it. My shoulder had one out, right? So, I wanted them to, genuinely pay for my shoulder. Like, man, my shoulder went out. I'm still going to rip. But come on. They like, we're trying to do something. And they start, it's my life here. Like, I ain't that old. I can use the shoulder still.
Right.
Live in Philly. I might get a rip somewhere.
Yeah,
you was, I ain't going to lie. You was looking sharp.
No, I never knew how to fight prior to that. I ain't going to lie to y'all. I never knew how to fight to this man. I knew how to street fight, get a person out of here real quick, little sneak cut in the eye.
Who was training you?
Ivan Mighty Robinson.
Yeah, Mighty Mouse.
Mighty, listen to me.
That's funny. That's ironic. You know, we talk about rats, but Mighty Mouse is the trainer. That's his nickname.
Yeah, that hurted me when I ain't gonna lie to you. Listen, I said, I hope no one calls him this on there because we know he's not a real Zach.
Right.
But just the name kind of was like, what in the dishonor is going on here? But that was, I didn't know how to fight prior to that. And it taught me discipline. I was actually in Atlantic City, and I took this young lady out. I wasn't supposed to. I was sneaking because, I was fighting. All y'all was on me. No, you can't. No smoking, no nothing, man. I'm like, all right, so but I sneak out, go to AC. Me and the chick, we in Chicky and Pete's. So it's a white drunk guy. He behind her. I step off to find out what was going on with the orders. Boy, tell her, what's on the menu, baby? I come over, I'm seeing this. First, I want to know why he talking to her, but it's like, it's cool, man. I'm a different kind of guy. You can't really talk to my lady. I can't. You have to get approval. I ain't gonna lie to you. So I'm walking over to him, and when I see the Milzut, I'm like, I'm ready to just go on him now. But being as though I was trying to stay around for the boxing joint, had a butcher knife on me. So I said, damn, I can get real dumb with this joint out in here, right? And carve him up, but I'm going to jail out here. Put the hands to him, and I start thinking about the hands. I got to be more disciplined than that. I walked up, I said, sir, the young lady's with me. He looked at me and said, all right. His exact words was, yeah, like I can't fight. He was drunk. I smiled it off and turned around and told the lady, come on, let's go. Walking down them steps, I realized what Mighty really taught me. He taught me discipline. He taught me that you don't got to be violent, especially when you know what you can do. You know you're going to hurt. Y'all know I'm going to parkerize this boy without the Nilzife, but the Nilzife was just needed because it's extra because why am I fighting you? You're causing me pain and I ain't bothering you. So then I knew my discipline was going to another level, but it was like the entertaining too. The entertaining part was kind of turned me on. Because if you realize, when we talk about the city, my following really doesn't come from the city. A lot of the younger kids, like they bit off of my platform and be listening to me, and they moms and all of them get them in front of the joint and listen, and they listen to the raw part and they know it. But a lot of the older dudes is more, he beat me to the punch type guy. Right. Damn, he talking about that. I could have, let me see. They won't admit, a lot of them. They watched me, they talked, they learned, and they went to social media. It gave them heart to do it because it was a rule for all street guys not to be here. You see what I'm saying? But as we mature and we leave the street alone, why not be here?
Right.
You see where I'm coming from? So when I seen all the people that had hate for me, and everybody's like, yo, connect with this person, connect with that person. And it was like, how? When they're looking at me also like, damn, he got love for ARAB. He got love for the Leak Moss and the OBH family and them guys. When them guys was the guys that rolled out the red carpet for me when I was in a bad situation. Nowhere to eat. Buster came to the studio. You dig what I'm saying? You know, when I was in a jam, these was the brothers that came. So when you see me online not talking about Ab all the time, I'm too thorough for that. I would never talk about my friends and their personal lives on social media. You can never get me to do that. You can never even get me to snatch an old friend honor. I see the friend and check them. You dig what I'm saying? You a rat. Stay away from me, you miss that? I don't gotta do the antics for entertainers. So they'll start picking and choosing. And I said one day, you know what? They're picking and choosing so much. These mills are next gonna ask you to snatch God's honor. This is what type of chumps these is. I'm so through with it. And when I retired, everybody was like, yo, he really retired?
So you don't snatch honor no more?
Not really. Like I got a little turned on about a week or two ago. I did. I got turned on. I got turned on. They talking about the big meaches and all that. It's like I got turned on, you know. And I got in my duffel because it seemed like people start DMing me, like the younger brothers, set it in place, earner, because they ain't really the real. You might not get 1 million views, but we need to see it. We need to know from you. Like, But the other day I was like, you know what? That was my last video. I'm doing all videos where I'm not even mentioning these chill zumps. I can't. I'm burnt out.
Right.
What comes out of it? Comes out of it, I'm riding down the street. I might see a guy swinging with the same reels that I snatch. 2 weeks later, because a guy is offering them some type of money or something that's big, valuable, that they think is valuable, here it is, they're swinging with them. So what is honor snatching really benefiting us? Well, one thing that I got out of it, that a lot of people would get out of it, but they not individuals that really on social media, they got the fake pages. They're the ones that DM me and say, Erna, I appreciate you. You know what you done for me, brother? You helped me escape an indictment. I didn't smell the dishonor and the Prilzik, but when you gave down your law, I started really realizing people are attached to money and cars and jewelry and being the coolest guy. I remember one time I couldn't wear the same thing twice. Now I might wear it 6 or 7 times because I know it can help me keep an earn to make sure I'm stable.
Keep an earn.
You see where I'm coming from?
For sure.
So at the end of the day, once I started growing, I started knowing, man, listen, these guys are only entertained. It's the youngers that I'm focusing on. Let me get back to that. You know what I'm saying? I see a lot of people in the city. Everybody is doing like the nonprofit thing. Moo was just talking about that just now. I've been with him. I've seen him spend money out of his pocket. I see a lot of these guys, though, get the bread and say tuck. And F the kids. Camera turn off, it don't matter. It's entertainment. That's not what I done. Over 70-something speakers in my community, right? All 70 of them was free food with free honor, too. And guess what? I never asked to stay for nothing. When they gave me something, it was a activities grant. I took the bread and put it into the youngins and went to the school and just gave out like little, quizzes of what I was going over for them to, and gave the money to them. But it was like, I already knew what they wanted, what the politics wanted me to do. They wanted me to just make sure I give them understanding that you gave it to me.
They want their name out there.
That's not what I want when I give.
Right.
Yo, make sure I don't say nothing to me or keep me out of it. I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? If you pull me to the front, I'm gonna put my head down and smile a little bit, appreciate you and all that, and I'm a roll. I come underneath a good stock. Big Wayne was my OG in the neighborhood. He works for the Philadelphia Water Department right now. He's been working for years now. But I can remember one time the high thing, that kind of destroyed a part of my life too, in reference to the syrup and the pills. And I asked OG one day, I said, how did you stop doing that? I said, I want to know, I'm confused. And how you kept so much money, because this stuff costs money. He said, I was more in love with the money than I was with the drugs. He said, while everybody was up the street buying clothes and sneakers and all that, I was at the corner looking at the dollar house, investing in that. He said, I done it different. I never caught on then. But my journey through dealing with drug addiction gave me that strength to be like, it gotta stop. It was gonna take my life. And as men of honor, we don't want our honor to ever be on display in a dishonorable fashion. I'm talking about you down and out. You ain't got nothing. Everybody like, damn, here go Ball coming around the corner. He shizzle. He know he folks, but his pockets ain't right. That bread he got, he can't really get a couple thick nerdies like he want to. Here he come. You know what I mean? I'm in my duffel. Then when I'm out, now I'm, back in the day, it was a joint where you don't nod in the streets. You nod at home.
Oh yeah, you
right?
Lunching.
I'm outside.
Lunching.
My ops, that's what they call it, the kids call it. They hit me in my DM. Yeah, I just seen you, Ernie. You're going to bed, boy. I seen you. You're sleeping out there. But you was heavy, but you're sleeping. We seen you, but it showed me the blessings from Allah. Like, yo, this Ramadan is what I need. It's going to be like the best Ramadan I have because I'm sober. And, a lot of people don't know. I'm going to give them the game during Ramadan. A lot of the perk users and a lot of the people that drink the syrup and take the ecstasy, whatever they're using, because I ain't here to knock nobody. I've been in the same. But it's hard for you to do it when you're fat, when it's Ramadan, because you need that drug. That opiates is different than any other drug. It make you chase it down. And Mia would aggravate me because I had the money, but they don't never had a drug.
Right.
So here it is. I'm chasing, calling. Hey, where you at? Hey, man, I thought you just said I'm going to smack the shit out of you. You told me you had them. It's like I'm a nizzard. This Ramadan, alhamdulillah. Last Ramadan, alhamdulillah. I was able to say, I'm good. I'm good.
You look good.
I appreciate it. You know what I done? And this is what the youngest got to know. When you stop getting high, you got to start. Everybody that you buy the drugs off of, you got to take out your phone. You can't go around them people.
Yeah,
you can't do it.
Oh, yeah.
If you do, you're going to get high. You're going to be reminded of it. Person might go into a nod. We thought that was cool. Now I look at it corny because it's like, damn, you nodding and you're looking a little bummy now too with the nod. Why am I losing my whole life about something that this damn big? That pill is this big and beat my big ills ass ills up.
All the way.
You see what I'm saying? So now my focus be like, sometimes I get stuck into my head a lot. I'll think a lot. I might do it for a week on one issue. And I'll be like, damn, where'd that come from? We don't dig that getting off the drugs, your brain is rehabilitating itself. So the whole time when you off the drug, you're still going through things. You're going through that mental withdrawal. You're going through physical things you used to do. You're like, damn, I don't do that no more. Oh, boy, stop it. So that was my main joint. Once that removed, I think my change is better. I got some time, man. I ain't one of them rehab boys who count the days. I ain't into that. I ain't not to knock nobody John. I ain't, the people they online. I have 999 days. It's like I ain't paying attention to it no more. Count the days might make me relax.
Yeah.
Damn, this is number 50. Shit, I might go ahead and duck real quick.
I got 60 days.
I'm
cool. I can go in this weekend.
I'm cool.
So my whole twist is basically like, that's my focus, man. My focus is on, right now I'm focusing on me. I've been focused on everybody else helping. I done seen people come home from jail, bro. I snatched their reels at the person that told on them to honor. They'll come home and won't even say.
Being with them.
Yeah, that too. And guess what? They won't even say, hey, thank you for speaking up for me. I appreciate you. Like, that's all. This is a little, I ain't looking for no cash for you to lay. Hey, I owe you. You owe me. I got your life. I got it. Wherever you're going to die or anything, I'm going to be right there to save you. I don't need that. All I need is a little And I appreciate it because it was meant from the heart. It wasn't really on entertaining time.
Let me ask you this.
Uh-huh.
You know, with you being sober and everything, how's your relationship with your children?
Oh, it's a better situation. You know, me and my daughter, shout out to Hadia, she always, what podcast is it on, Daddy? And I need to watch it today. No, and she watches it, so shout out to her. It's the best thing that happened to me, bro. Because the way I was raised, you can't live without your children. You see, I was raised by a mother and a father that left me with grandparents that happened to care. So the thought of them leaving me is coming up. I used to always be like, damn, why they ain't want me? But with mines, I always wanted that close-knit. Jail kept me apart, like kept me far away.
I mean, you got?
I got 5. You know what I'm saying? I got 5, 4 boys, 1 girl. You know what I mean? And the girl was the one because her and my son is the only ones that was born while I was here. I was able to see them from babies and come all the way up. You know what I mean? So that connection when I was separated put me in a bad jam, made me get higher, made me throw a little rock or 2 at the penitentiary. And it's like, I wouldn't have been able to live without her. And you should have seen, this is how crazy it was, bro, with her. You know that. It was, people used to be happy. I used to talk to people, man. Or people, even social media, because that evil iron is a mug. You post your child, or I used to always post her and my ex-wife. All the time, the evil iron jumped all in that. Mm-hmm. Jumped all in it, right? Put me in a horrible place where I began to feel like I started making my home a prison, how we live in prison. If everybody not on time for prayer, I'm upset, you know. Don't nobody want to live with that. So when you start getting mature and you start realizing what the prison's done to you and stuff like that, and you start realizing either the verbal or the physical abuse that you may have caused, not on just the people that you're around, your loved ones, but the ones in the streets too. It take you there, like, really was just doing things for no reason at all. You know what I mean? So I'm happy at my life now, right? I'm happy at my life now. I'm not controlled by anything. People say all type of negative things about me on social media. At the time, I be writing them comments, you mills of a Phil Zucker, where you live. Yeah, your mills of a going dizard. Like, I'm fighting back. I start realizing, like, you're a sucker. You're talking to nobody.
Right.
That's fake pages. That's some kid in the room that's afraid to say it to your face. If it's on Instagram, it ain't real. Right. It ain't and what I mean by real is that if you got a problem with Instagram on somebody, I'm not speaking negative of that person. The reason why I'm not gonna speak negative to that person is because if I speak negative to that person, I'm putting the police all in my business. And if it's gonna go there, we just did a conversation for negativity. It's there. So it's like now I'm starting to realize that you have to have social awareness. No social awareness, you don't have nothing going on. Social awareness is if you call me and say, yo, if y'all called me and say, yo, hey, Erna, saw you on the joint, man. You know, it's us. You was out of pocket. That wasn't you. What you getting grooved again, boy? It's like, no, I ain't getting grooved, but you need to be checked because you don't have social awareness. When Big Meech went on that joint and read off his whole joint, I said he has no social awareness. Because it seemed to me, I always was saying, I ain't see it in the Wizard, but I know about three-way cooperation. So I'm like, a man that done his time 30 whole years in the can, day for day, and known to the world as who he is, he didn't have to come and say a thing. Say that, right. Everything was being defended by those of honor. Wow. When he done that, honor couldn't prevail. I said, I gotta fix this. This Millsut
Red
got
flag.
still zings on his Jill jacket. He's involved. Cause bus, I ain't done. Me and you, we tight. Guess what? The chick banged you. I'm letting it be known from the real zip. The government gonna have to take me to jail too. If I was involved, let's go. I can't let my man just go in the can. I'm making this vocal. Damn, I ain't shutting up and, Tammy and still be in bed with her. You my man. How can I go to bed knowing that you done that to me? That I done that to you rather. So you did. That's what made me consider him one of the most secretive real zats on this earth. You know what I mean? Everything goes underwater, but guess what? It's gonna come above to land. Anything that sink, water coming up. It came up. So I just be letting the youngins know, like, those are the names you watch out for, them big names. If you heard a king girl say them big names, guess what? I said them big names for you to get understand and stay run. They gonna book you in. These guys love rats. They're signing up for it. Hey, that's the boy right there. Send me to jail. What do you got, 100,000 for me? Shit, I don't care. I'll throw my life away for a bean real quick because I'm going to tell. That's what they feel like. They're going to tell. Mm-hmm. So, it's a dead end, bro. That's how I look at it. It's one big dead end.
I'll never forget. I was messing with a female. Mm-hmm. And she was she had got into a financial situation. And I'm like, that. And me just being me, I'm like, damn, I'm trying to help her out the situation. She owned her nice big house back up on Mount Airy.
Right.
And I was like, damn, how your mortgage gets so lopsided like this? Did you come in like that?
Yeah.
And she like, no, I did a favor for my ex, right? I'm like, what you do? You mind telling me? She said I took a second loan out on my house for my ex that I helped get out of jail. So I said, damn, how much time he had? She said he had like 20 years. I helped him get out of jail. I said, how'd you help him get out of jail? She was like, no, I filed a bunch of paperwork for him. So now I'm like, damn, what, you a paralegal? She like, no, I said, no, what type of paperwork you help him do?
Right.
So now I'm intrigued. Like, I'm like, damn, you thorough. Trying to figure out what she got going on. She like, no, I just filed this paperwork. I did a little bit of this, a little bit of that, right? So then it just ain't sounding right to me, right? I'm like, this the federal government. You ain't just following no paperwork and they just gonna open the front door.
Right.
A stranger.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like the lawyers got to do whatever they got to do. Man, I asked somebody. They was like, no. So I asked somebody about the dude. It was like, no, he a rat. The girl, she was that third party cooperator for him.
Damn.
She was out here setting people up.
Of a Tammy Cohen's. Dang.
I never dealt with her again.
Yeah, got you. Yeah.
But you know what he did? He came home. Mm-hmm. She pulled out some paper on her crib, gave it to him to get on his feet. After she got him out, gave it to him to get on his feet.
He
boogied on her.
Most reals, that sound like a betrayer.
Yeah, he boogied on her.
Sounds like a betrayer.
Listen, left her stinking. Back in 2008 when everybody was losing their houses, when Obama was in there and everything, and she needed the Obama to save her crib, and she was going through a lot. She wound up saving her crib, but she honored.
That's why I try to really conversate with my daughter about who she, how her dealings. She real on it. You know what I mean? So I'll be like, yo, you can't talk. She only 11, so it's kind of hard for me to talk. You know what I mean? But it's like, kind of guy is that right there? We might be watching the show. I push pause and we go into a whole documentary.
Right.
Kind of guy is that? That's not the type of guy you deal with. You know what I mean? You got to make sure, and law enforcement and all that, that's not your field. She'd be like, yeah, daddy, I'm not no rat. I'm not going to rat, though. I'll be like, listen, baby, I want for you to focus on life. Those things you might have heard daddy say and talk about got nothing to do with you.
For sure.
You're a lady. Act like one. Mm-hmm. But these women, they get around these guys start talking and shoot them up, bang, bang stories, and they get turned on because of our atmosphere. That's how they grew up. Their mom was like that. Their aunts was like that. You know what I mean? So it's like.
So the person that I called, right, it was two people I called. One One person, he in the street, so he found out what he needed to find out and gave me the information, right? But the second person, I wound up seeing her in traffic, and I know her through childhood, and she ain't right.
Right.
So I ran it by her, and she was like, get away from a bus. She was like, no, they got what you call number chasers, where the feds pay women to run around and get numbers for people.
Telephone numbers.
They get paid just for getting niggas numbers, bro. Getting people numbers.
Dishonorable agents.
Yep. All you gotta do is run around and get numbers. Now, if you want to use that as credit to get somebody out, or if you want to get paid for it.
You know, it's spooky me that you say that though.
Spooky.
That's spooky because sometime when people hit in my joint, and hand me that CMOS over there too, because I bought the brother some honorable package of the Condor's Crispus. You know what I mean? That 92 of that 102
minerals that your body
is made of, right? Right. People will be asking me for CMOS and
bring it on, Mo.
And they'll ask me, right? You know what they'll ask me? What's your number? Like for Apple Pay.
Right.
And you know, me being from the street, it's like, my number 4.
Right.
Now I know what they want, but it's them people.
Right. Could be. It's a possibility.
It's them folks, the cunts. They think that I got something going on and I only got this going on.
Right.
Malls, huh?
I'm going to go to my right first. Go to my right. To the brother Beast, the honorable Beast, man.
Nah.
Oh man, I appreciate you, brother, as always. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you.
I remember, it's crazy, right? I remember when
he about to go there.
when the Herbalife come out, right? It come out. You know how many people would try to get me and Bus the beef?
Oh man, yeah, CMOS. I still do the Herbalife.
Hey, no, but I'm saying I'm honored by the Herbalife. Listen, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Yeah. Herbalife is the most honorable rehabilitation of individuals that I know that was outside. Right? and done it. It went so viral, you know what I mean? So what I started trying to do is recreate something like it. I started having people send me my emails, get in the program, but you know I couldn't. They corporation, they money longer than Broad Street. You know what I mean? So they money longer than Broad Street. So I just said, damn, that's a hell of a joint. But much honor to y'all for that because a lot of people don't know. Y'all like the forerunners of that. I don't know. Listen to me. I haven't heard of a Herbalife, a 24-run fitness. Under no regime, unless it was y'all. Like, I don't care who I see, I'll be like, oh, they connect to my man. And like, I remember the women, shout out to all y'all beautiful women, man, y'all exercises. They were exercising, wasn't they? No, a lot of women, y'all helped a lot of women, bro, that was like really overweight, didn't have no way out.
But guess what else? That's in that trauma. A lot of them be depressed.
Right, yeah.
Trauma, man.
Trauma. They be deep, helping them out of that depression, bro.
Right.
Serious.
No.
Making them feel good about themselves.
Yeah.
It wasn't no like competition thing. It was always love. You know what I mean? I catch Bus, he 4 in the morning, he's sliding. The next week I see Beats, I'm like, this guy's just like really carrying this though. Like, I try to get back on my work job, but it's like, I might gotta get me some of the Herbalife because I know the Herbalife, soon as it's in me, it's like I'm charged. And mind you, it's all natural. All natural things. Yeah, I always get the tea. Shout out to Britt on the honorable teas.
Shout out to Brittany.
You know what I mean? The Fruity Pebbles is my Phil favorite. That's my Phil favorite. The Fruity Pebbles joint with the natural soy and all that. I come through to get a joint. You know, I was in my negative form, drinking and all that. I come through. I said, oh, my man, like, what's wrong? Like, tired of just getting high. Pull up on Bus joint, man. Brittany there. Call you, bro. Is you there? Yeah. I'm not there, Britain there, going there as soon as I walk in. Hey, lace me honorably. Now I'm energized. I'm tricking myself for the next 3 hours. I'm still getting high. I ain't doing this no more. You know what I mean? Right. But at the end of the day, like, it was a good thing. A lot of people need to give y'all flowers. I'm giving y'all flowers because y'all kind of saved the community. Y'all didn't have to do no fake botches and put no profits together. Y'all didn't have to, grab the kids. Y'all went and grab adults.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that a lot of these women, bro, a lot of these
It's
women
real,
were overweight.
It's a real thing, man.
Y'all got filled up here. The women is walking around looking like hills.
They looking re-snatchable.
Yeah, like hills are. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely an honor, man. It's definitely an honor to be amongst y'all, man, and be here, man. And I love, like I said, I love y'all podcast. Make sure everybody go follow Table of Consequences. I'm gonna make sure I share it 1,000,001 times. You know, I'm gonna make sure I send people to y'all, because there's a lot of people that's business owners.
Right.
They contact King Gerner and they be looking to spend money because they invest in themselves. They don't have a problem with saying, yo, so they need platforms like this where it's nothing negative of, I killed 100 people last year. You know that. And
I got it on me right now.
And I'm heavy.
Now stay straight.
It's supposed to be a secret, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I don't care if they run down on me right now. You know, I'll be ready anyway.
Got 100. Kind of fun, ain't got nothing on it. Umbrella. He pulling umbrellas out. Like, what are you doing? Where are we at with this? You know what I mean? So, man, it's a pleasure.
Let me ask you a question, man. What's up with Moss?
Moss is burning them down. You know, what a lot of people don't know about Moss is signed. So he gonna be upset that I said this, but I can't because I'm his brother, so I can say that. Right.
Yeah.
So, you know, ain't no doubt. So his joint is, he's gonna put music out, though, that's not too much shoot 'em up, bang, bang. He came away from that since the Good Book, you know what I mean? So the people that he deal with, they're putting so much into him. He's in Cali every other week, you know what I mean? He has, you know, the children, man. He got a beautiful squad, man. He's matured so much. He's taught me how to be a father. Right. A lot of people, you know, won't say that about their friend, or especially their younger friend. You know what I mean? Just by the example, not having to sit me down and tell me.
The
example.
How he moving.
Yeah, it's like, damn,
he moving good.
Make sure I do mine's right like that. Right. Like, I got to make sure. And
it's honorable.
He got, I can't say the name of the mixtape, but it's coming soon. And he's coming up here. You know what I mean? He already talked to me about it. The kids is like, I woke up one day, he got just as many as me almost. You know what I mean? Close to it. He ain't there. Right. But he like this, one-on-one arm, one-on-one back. Hold on, bro. What's going on? So, you know, like Moss got a lot of good things going on. Free Ab, free his brother.
For sure.
Free Moulage. Free all of them guys because they deserve to be free.
Right. That's a fact.
Not for no fake social media talk, shoot them up, bang, talk. Talking about honor, because they want me to talk, Ab was a killer. No, Ab was a nice guy that had honor in his veins.
No, honestly, like I met Ab. I met Ab, you know, and we talked, man.
Right, no doubt.
Back up at the studio.
Yeah, no doubt.
You know what I mean? And like we had a great conversation, man.
And before y'all even met, the love was there.
Right.
The honor was there. Yeah. You know what I mean? So
when I walked in, he said, man, I heard a lot about you, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you know, we talked for like an hour, man. You know what I mean? He was trying to get some understanding about a few people and
right.
Yeah, man.
You know what's crazy? This is how you tell when your other friends talk good about you around your friends, because the love from them is like, I'm gonna automatically.
You already know it, you know what I mean?
Yo, that's my man.
That's how me and Moss is. You know what I'm saying?
Bulletproof, you know what I mean? So it's all,
and that's
like,
through you.
When Moss always, when he talk about Uptown, he always tell like, we down north or something. He'd be like, man, I'm going uptown today with the real OGs. You know what I mean? He'll mention your name. You know what I mean? He always say, man, what's up with Bus? You know, he always asks about people. Right. You know, genuinely good people, man. And that's why I always cling to him, because when I was in some bad jams, man, he was there with me day for day, to the point he had stopped reporting to his PO and went to jail before me. You know what I mean? So
and then you remember I got the word, they was like, yeah, tell your friend, me. And I'm like, yo, tell him, you know what I mean? Go ahead and sliz on this.
He was acting up.
And that was on the strap of, me. They give me the word. I sent it back to him.
This shit is all in the circle.
All in the circle.
All in the circle. And it was based off of honor, though.
Yeah. It was everybody all based trying off to help. Honor,
you know what I mean? But we was far gone then. You know what I mean? We was far gone mentality-wise. Like, we was promoting the Ernest brand. You know, the OBH was at his highest pace. Fat Boy was out here dropping, I need mine in a Ziploc. So people watching it like, hold on, we're a little afraid here. And the halfway house they just don't know where, security purposes. Where's this guy? King Erna might come in here next week and live in here with him. We don't know.
Yeah.
So, but we appreciated you on that too, man, and you, because I saw him nod at you. So I know the honor was definitely mutual. So, man, listen, I said it to everybody that, because I know that it's somebody out there that could save lives. We could save lives. There could be somebody ready to do something to somebody, and somebody like, that's family, man. I'm not, but some dudes that keep quiet, somebody coming to them about their friend.
Oh, man.
No, I don't know what's up with him, man. Like, dome him. And it's like, he's domed. Yeah. And it's like, everybody walking around here like they're friends. So I appreciate that, because y'all didn't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? And Moss appreciate it. But I like Moss social media. For him to be the artist he is, his presence on social media is heavy, but he won't be there. Right. So humble with it. I mean, I tell him, right up, yo, come on. It'd be me in the back. I had to tell a boy on the camera the other day, put the camera on my man. I'm grooving to the song, we having a ball, but it's not my song. That's my man's song. You know what I mean? And I don't have no, I never was that type of person. When it come down to people that love me and support me, as I got older, I started being, I can't just give. I need to see it. Mm-hmm. And I was in that age with Mars. Mars let me see he was a friend of me also. Yeah. So once I seen that, like, damn, this is my brother. He care about me. You know what I mean? So you don't get that in these times.
I see you had a fan. You know what I mean? I don't really want to, I ain't going to go in depth, but I am going to touch on it.
Right.
I see you had a fan on social media. You know what I mean? Somebody had sent it to me, and I see you had a fan. You know what I mean? Boy made a whole, whole thing about you, right? And I know the story, because something happened. You gonna call? Yeah, this just happened. You know what I mean?
Right. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And it's sad, man, how people put out these just for likes and clicks.
The narratives be crazy.
How they put out these, they mix truth with falsehood.
Well,
so they give you a little bit of truth and then put some falsehood in there and then create this is what it is. Oh yeah, why when he was this and it was that, and no, man.
You know what the thing be like? I be on it. I used to get uptight about it, like upset. I'm gonna find this person. Right. Most of them be in Europe somewhere. They ain't really in Europe. You're in Europe or somewhere I'll never be able to touch
you ever.
And then he got a license to carry. He kissing the white people. He like, yo, man.
I'm thinking federal agent.
Right. I'm thinking like he an agent or something.
That's what it reminds me of. So it's like
his whole
if
thing.
I get tuned into this circus, I become a silzucker. Right, but it's like to the point where, as though I also say to myself, over 1,000 people honor I snatch.
Right.
Let's come along with it.
You better know.
They gonna say everything about.
And when you get to a certain status in life, when you get somewhere in life, man, people, it's always gonna be somebody.
Anything though.
It's gonna come with it, right? It's gonna come with it.
I feel like I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I feel like
you ain't had no haters. You ain't.
You ain't getting no. You ain't honoring. Your honor ain't. So you ain't getting no coin. Tony Trump used to say that, man. How he used to say you ain't got no haters or something. He said.
You ain't popping.
You ain't popping. Yeah, you ain't popping or something. But I just be like, that's what I signed up for. I signed up for this. I signed up for people to say all type of things. I can remember when I first started the honor snatching on YouTube, thousands of people. I got his work. It's here. People with masks on. They got the screen up. People in the chair like, when you gonna post it then, man? Come on. They just want them in there to view them.
Right, yeah.
It's like, man,
how Rock doing?
Rock is doing beautiful, man. Rock is a reason why I kind of go in the right direction too.
Right. And that's how Meech was supposed to come on. But go ahead, finish. How Rock doing?
Rock took a case, a whole case, and went to jail. Pled out to the case and went to jail.
Like a man.
But I'm saying, you're going to get complications out of individuals to do that, to know that maybe they had a little wrong, that was too much in it. That was like, man, we all going to trial, man. And it's like, when you look at my record and being as though I was in the feds, Jersey is hurting me badly. They got an enhancement joint over in Jersey. if you already have been convicted by the feds, where they enhance you. But they're giving out 5s and 10s off the rip with just even some people with their first pistol case. You know what I mean? But they might put them in a program or whatever. But you know, in Philly, you might get 11, half, 23, 2 to 4, 1 to 2, and all that.
Yeah.
Rock stepped up and said, I'm taking this. And went all the way to Giselle. We in there, right? I'm in a Zoom, right? So, you know, when they saying, you're pleading out and you're going, because he's going to jail that day. So he like, yeah, I'm taking the time, 5 with a 3, you know, they giving him the time. So I'm like, hold on for a second, I'm playing lawyer. Where's this character witnesses at? How you want to sentence him all based off of anything? You don't know who he is. This man has a job, but they're not mentioning that about this man.
Right.
So I'm like, man, what's going on? They push me out of the way to judge, and I'm like, yeah, they say my name. He's excused. Your case is dismissed. Me and the other little brother that was with us, you know what I'm saying? But Rock took it on the chin, all the way on the chin, and I honor that, man, because he gave me an opportunity, because at the time, I really probably needed to go away. I was getting high 90 going north. I probably needed to be canned real quick. You know, sometimes the can save us. But I got it together. That's what made me get it together. You know what I mean? Like, come on, I'm a man taking cases. And I'm gonna sit out here and act the fool.
Oh, yeah, he come home and beat all up, even burst.
It's like, damn, what's up? He ain't got no growth in him, huh? Cookie monster.
I tell people though, like people, you know what I mean? People that don't know, I always tell people like, when Hodge with you, when Erna with you, he with you, like from a friendship standpoint of view, right?
No doubt.
You know what I mean? And what was like? Tell the people that that's solid. You did your man when you helped him beat you
talking about Psy.
When you helped your man beat the cop shooting.
Well, I was called. This is how it went. I'm gonna tell you how it really went, man.
Because a lot of people went, and I only brought this up because, and what we see now, a lot of people wouldn't have done that.
No, a lot of people wouldn't have done that.
They would have got away from you. They would have got away from whoever was going through that. You know what I mean?
And I learned at that time.
And put a bunch of free such and such shirts on.
You know what happened though? What really made me really do that for him? Because I had been on the run a lot prior to that. Why, you know, we was young. We all went through that. So I used to see how my neighborhood would get away from me when I do something negative and I go on a run. Nobody answering your calls, sitting hungry because your money done ran out.
Starving.
They not picking up the phone. So when his situation happened, I was there. So I had to put myself there as a fake individual, a whole different human being. So when they cuff me, they show me pictures of people. It's like, you know, like, what are you talking about? They pull out the joint, they get sick of it and pull his face out. It's him. Nah, that's not the guy. That's the guy you guys are saying, nah, that's not the guy. So one day I get a call, you know, he say, yo, Hiz, on the court, baby. Need you to come down. Need you to go ahead and be this false representative. Need you to go ahead, bro, for me, man. You coming in? I said, first of all, what do you mean? Am I coming in under the prosecution? He said, no, my lawyers want you to get in the stand and lie how you did. And I got up there and I went ballistic. Judge said, let your yeses be yeses and your noes be noes. I said, I'm lost. It's a man's life on the line here. Y'all guys are saying that he done something that I was there for and he didn't do it. I don't know who y'all saying, but this isn't the person. So what do you mean? Let your yeses be yeses and your noes be noes. They want to tip like, listen, we know he was there. Okay, whatever. I'm getting off the stand. I'm showing them like the paperwork and all that they had of him, you know, being at the scene of the crime, witnesses and stuff like that saying he was at the scene of the crime. But you know how back in the day you could copy and paste. You would see a statement, black and white, but in the middle it's clear. I seen that was cleared and then they started the interview back up. I said, I went to the jury as I'm getting off because I just jumped out of a window, a 2-story window at the time. So I was in crutches. One, remember the Rasheed Wallace, the pad joint with the Zories on? I'm in there in my joint, you know what I mean? And they told me the district attorney got mad and said, he's lying, Your Honor. Lieutenant Valentino. I'm pretty sure he honors me as a gentleman because he looked at my face and said, you're a different kind of man here. You walked in here like Kaiser Sosa and left like him too. You hear me? And when I caught a case, he ran into me because he was a shooting detective. He said, I know you. He said, but the way you handled that, hats off, man. I'm retiring, though, I don't care. But the whole homicide division and all the detectives that was in there that day was so pissed because when they was asking me my name, I was like, when I went to the court, you allowed to say you're an alias.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, my name is so-and-so.
Yeah, right.
The defense know what I'm doing. They don't. They flame the whole courtroom going bananas. He get found not guilty. I stood on that. You got a 35 to 70. If you can remember, when he come back up for resentencing, I pop in. So I get on the stand as a character witness, me, Bus, and a few other people. We character witnesses. Get on the stand for the character witness. She said my real name, and she looked and said, Hanif? The same guy from 15 years ago that lied on the stand, who very well could have corrupted the jury to find him not guilty. Your Honor, I don't know why, he's here. Get off, and guess what the judge said? Because what I said, I looked over the side, I said, bro, I want you to know this. When you come home to the Honor Your Life campaign, that's what we're doing, Honor Your Life campaign. I had to let the judge know we're serious. It was our old life. He said, that's different. I was going to keep it at the 15. He said, but when I think about it here, I can't sentence a man today off of who he was 15 years ago. I have the ability to go back here and make things do a little different. He said, give me some time. Came back out. Let Sai come home. Alhamdulillah. Now, this all by the sake of a law, because a law doesn't go with nothing negative. You know what I mean? It just happened to be a part of the decree. And I was honored by it because that was my bro. When I come to the jail, when I caught the contempt of court, I was upset. Side snapping. Yeah, you digging cops. He go, back then he was ballistic. He going ham. Yeah, fuck y'all. I'm looking at him. Shit, nil. They cuffing me. They taking me in the back. A pocket full of money. I get back there. He like, bro, I love you, man. We at the F. They on the block over. He's sending it over. Right. I'm telling them, I'm sending it back. I don't want anything to do with anything right now. I need to get my head together. I just put a dub in a ceiling, and I'm calling home, and I got people answering the phone I don't even know. So I'm like, damn, I just lost everything. Right. I lost my truck. I lost my money. I lost everything. But I'm always willing to put it on the line when it come down to my brothers, man. I don't care how you need me to do it. I'm going to do it. As long as it doesn't include me being a real Zat or a Gil Zump, I'm near. Right. Live and direct. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good joint. That's the way to rock and roll, y'all. That's the way to end it.
Yeah.
What we doing, bruh?
We out.
Number table of consequence. Ew.